Welcome to another lesson of Microsoft Excel. So in this lesson, we're going to learn about VLOOKUP and column function together. So defaultly, there are no functions together such as VLOOKUP columns. So VLOOKUP and columns together form a really good function in Microsoft Excel. Well, both are different functions or formulas, but when you do it together, you might find a really good type of result. So let's start off with VLOOKUP. As we know, VLOOKUP is the simplest form of function which says VLOOKUP or what you want to look up, where you want to look for it, like the column number in the range containing the value of return, like return an approximate or exact match, which is indicated as true or false, okay, which is the match type. So it just finds the exact type of data which you're searching for as the result, okay. And column function is a totally different function. Well, the column function returns the column number of the given cell reference. For example, the column, or an example, let's say this one, which is E9, okay, and returns whatever type of data there is, or returns as 4, or let's say now here is 5 because the column is E, okay, and because the column is E, it will be 5, okay. So let's start off by using VLOOKUP and column function together. So let's start off with the VLOOKUP. Well, we know like how to apply VLOOKUP, right? But if you don't know even how to use functions or formulas in your cell, which is cell right here, well, these all of them are cells, and when you select a range or the array, it's like, let's say this is a range or an array, okay. So first what I'm gonna do here is, let's say I want the result to be here. So let's start off by putting in a function. So to put in a function, what we have to do first is put in an equal VLOOKUP, okay. But even if you can't find it, just you can see right here, just double click it and it will appear right up. And if you don't find it here, just search here, or maybe like go down and you can see VLOOKUP is also here, okay. As I don't want that, I prefer typing it because that saves a lot of time instead of just going to these functions and then clicking on them. And you can see that VLOOKUP and just press tab and it will just open up the parenthesis and use the function. And you can also see it from here. So now what I'm going to do here is press the lookup value. Okay, let's say the lookup value for, let's say, panda, comma, now the table array, or the table which is right here, or which is also the range, okay. Now I'm gonna do is select the range, comma, again, column index number. Well, this is the column, you can see right here, this is the column, and when you select this is the row, okay. So now what we're gonna do is to select on column index number. So the column, what we're gonna search on here is, let's say column should be 5 or maybe 4, okay, or which is right here. Now it's not 5 or 4, my bad, which is gonna be deposit or invest, okay. So I'm gonna select on, let's deposit, okay. So what I'm gonna do is click on 2, my bad, column index should be 2, okay, not this one, but column index number is 2. Now comma again. Now I'm gonna do is exact match. Click on enter and you will get the exact type of data or the exact result which you're searching for, which is 2355, which I selected was for, let's say 2355 was for panda. Let's see from here, which is 03, yes, this is panda. Now I will do it another time. Click on equal. Okay, let's do it from this option right here. Well, you are always going to be on home, so just what you're going to do is just click on this formulas tab, and now what we're going to do is lookup and reference. Click on it, go down and click on VLOOKUP. Okay, this interface will open up right over here, and you can see that there is 4 options, or the 4 type of tables which you need to find the result which you're searching for. So what I'm going to do is select the lookup table, okay. Let's say lookup table, okay, let's select on table array. So the table array is this one. This is the table array, and the lookup value, let's say Kevin, okay, which is 01 right now. Now the column index should be 2 or 3, which one you want to search, let's say deposit, and invest. So I'm gonna do is search for investment for Kevin. Okay, so I'm gonna put in 3 right here, and the range lookup. Okay, you can see already the result has been shown right here, and the lookup is, let's say, my bad, range lookup should be from here. Okay, and I can see that there is no data right over here, but let's say this one, and you can see that there are no data right over here too. So I'm gonna do is just cut it, and this, as this is logical, well, you want to, if you want to like insert it, you can do it, but if you don't want to do it, you can just keep it like clear. Okay, so I'm gonna do is just press OK, and you can see for Kevin, okay, you can see that Kevin, what I have right here, 01 Kevin has this one. Okay, column index, my bad, which is 3 right here. Okay, which is 2476. Okay, this is this one should be Kevin, I suppose. I selected Kevin, and this is, let's say 3, no, let's say 2. Okay, now this is Arnold, yet 01 should be Kevin, right? Kevin, this is name error, my bad. I'm gonna put the lookup value again, select an OK, and I can see Kevin has 5,375. Okay, or 5,700 right here for Arnold again. But if you like put it down, my bad. So this is how VLOOKUP works. Now the next function what we're going to learn about is the column function. Well, as you can see, the VLOOKUP function is right over here. Now what I'm going to do is use the column function. Well, you can just type in columns. Okay, column. And now what we're going to do is select the reference. Let's say this one. Close the parenthesis, hit enter, and you can see that this is column 1. Wherever you select, that's just single column. If you select more than 1, you can also do that. Let's say comma again. Let's select this one, comma, this one. Okay, close the parenthesis, enter. You can see that you've entered too many arguments. Well, when you're selecting column, it doesn't have an S in the columns. Okay, so this is only gonna do 1 cell reference at a time. So let's say just 1. And wherever you're gonna select, it's just gonna pop up as 1 because that's 1 column. Okay, and if you select both or maybe lots of column, that's a totally different function. So A1 or A3, let's say A3, close the parenthesis, it's gonna be 1. And now what we're gonna do is use the fill header and do this, and you can see the number has been changing. And why is it changing? Well, now it's relative reference. Okay, if you don't know what relative and exact or reference is, well, so relative reference refers to when you select on a cell, it's gonna be on relative or maybe like relative reference, so it's gonna like drag out the data and more like that. Okay, but if you use exact cell reference, that's gonna be different. So let's do it again. So here I'm gonna use exact, press F4. Now close the parenthesis, hit enter, and now you will see it's gonna be 1. Now you can see when you use exact cell reference, it's not gonna use or drag the data to be another ones. Okay, so what I did right here is, how did I put these dollar signs? Okay, or what are these dollar signs? So these dollar signs, they do is hook on a data or a cell or maybe anchor. Okay, let's say anchor, so it anchors a cell and then gives you the result. Okay, so let's say this one, press enter, and you can see this is 2. Okay, this is cell number 2 or column number 2. When I click on 3, okay, B, or let's any one from C, close the parenthesis, hit enter, and you can see that this is 3. Okay, and when I do this, you will see 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, well, and so on will go on. But what I'm gonna do here is put on an anchor. So what I'm gonna do, put on an anchor, is select or click on a cell and then press F4 to anchor your cell. Click on it and you can see 3. Now use the fill header. Now it won't go to 4, 5, 6, 7. It will always remain 3. Okay, so this is how you can use column function. Another function which is equal columns. Okay, columns function, my bad. So columns function is going to use several of these cells, hopefully. Let's say if it does not, so what we have here is select the array or the range. Let's say this one. This is the range, close the parenthesis, hit enter, and you can see that the range contains 3 columns. So this is how you can use columns and column and VLOOKUP function in Microsoft Excel. Well, this is quite usable or quite useful in some ways. Now let's do it again. Equal columns, my bad, columns, which is going to be columns right here. Now I'm going to select the array from here to here. Now I'm going to close the parenthesis, hit enter, and you can see that to O it's 15 columns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So you can see that how you can use VLOOKUP and column functions at the same time. And if you use this, okay, let's say let's use this, and you can see that the same type of data will appear right up. So you can see which is this, and this goes down 2764. Okay, and this one doesn't have a reference, so it's an A. So this is how you can use VLOOKUP and column function in Microsoft Excel. Hope you understood everything, and thank you for watching this video.